What if the Cinderella story you know isn't the original story at all? Forget the fairy godmother. Forget the glass carriage. Forget the happily ever after. Long before the famous animated versions, an older European folk tale painted Cinderella's world in much darker colors. It was a story of grief, jealousy, impossible trials, and justice unlike anything modern audiences expect. Tonight, we'll journey into one of the oldest versions ever recorded. This is The Real Cinderella, Blood, Toes, and Revenge. Long ago there lived a kind young girl whose happiest days ended when her beloved mother became seriously ill. Knowing she wouldn't be with her daughter much longer, the mother offered one final piece of advice. Always remain kind, even when life is unfair. Never lose your goodness. Soon after she passed away. Heartbroken, the young girl visited her mother's grave every day. She spoke softly, shared her sadness, and remembered happier times. Although she felt alone, those quiet visits would soon become the source of unexpected hope. After some time, the girl's father remarried. His new wife arrived with 2 daughters. At first, everything seemed peaceful, but it didn't stay that way. The stepmother and her daughters grew jealous of the girl's gentle nature and quiet beauty. Before long, they forced her to become a servant inside her own home. She cleaned the floors, prepared every meal, fetched water, washed clothes, and slept beside the fireplace. Every evening, ashes covered her clothes and face. People stopped calling her by her real name. Instead, they called her Cinderella, the girl covered in cinders. Even through endless hardship, she refused to become bitter. One day, Cinderella's father prepared to visit a nearby fair. He asked each daughter what gift they wished to receive. The stepsisters asked for expensive jewelry and beautiful dresses. Cinderella asked for something much simpler. The first little branch that brushes against your hat. When her father returned, he handed her the tiny branch. She planted it beside her mother's grave. Every day she watered it with tears. Slowly, the branch grew into a magnificent tree. Whenever Cinderella visited it, she felt close to her mother once again. In this ancient version of the story, there was no fairy godmother. The tree became the symbol of love, hope, and mysterious blessings. News soon spread across the kingdom. The king announced a grand festival where the prince hoped to choose his future bride. Every young woman was invited. The stepsisters spent days preparing beautiful gowns and polishing jewelry. For the first time in years, Cinderella dreamed of attending. She politely asked her stepmother. The answer came quickly. No. Then came laughter. To make matters worse, the stepmother scattered tiny lentils into a pile of ashes. If you can separate every single one before sunset, you may go. It seemed impossible. Cinderella knelt beside the ashes and quietly began sorting. Then something extraordinary happened. Small birds flew down from the nearby trees. Working together, they quickly sorted every grain. The impossible task was complete. Cinderella smiled with hope, but she had no idea. Her greatest challenge was only beginning. The festival has only just begun. Will Cinderella finally reach the palace? Who is the mysterious prince waiting to meet? And why does a single lost shoe become the center of one of history's darkest fairy tales? Find out in part 2. The Lost Shoe, Bloody Deception, and the Revenge that Changed Cinderella Forever.